Hi guys, I said that I would show you the rest of my yard, and so growing up this trellis are the scarlet runner beans, and they are now taller than I am, and on both sides of the trellis. And here are my dahlias starting to bloom, and this now is about 3 feet tall, 2.5 feet. And let's go to, a watermelon's supposed to pop up out of here and climb this trellis, but so far it has not emerged. I'll give it another couple weeks. Here's the lemongrass that I have. I'm gonna put it into the ground pretty soon, or give it to some friends. And here are some sunflowers growing out of the same pot that is holding my blackberry down there, blackberry canes. There's a Cosmo, and over here are a trailing boysenberry that I had shown earlier. And I had pulled out some of the babies that have sprouted, so that's why this area is bare. And I just watered everything, so everything is pretty fresh and wet. And here is another Cosmo, Cosmo. That could be a weed, but I'm just waiting to see if it sprouts any flowers. And I'm not sure if some of the melon seeds got here or what exactly this is, because I don't know. This one and that one. And this is my sapote plant. I'm not sure what variety. I got it from a friend. And here are some sweet potato sprouts, which I didn't grow on purpose there. And I have some other things growing in pots. Excuse me. There is a turmeric ready to grow, Asiatic lily, and behind the trellis is a 5-in-1 apple tree. Or 4-in-1, let me tell you what varieties are on here. A Brayburn apple, Honeycrisp apple, Fuji apple, and a Granny Smith apple. And they're all doing fantastic. It's growing leaves. I just got them earlier this year, before the shutdown. Here's my golden raspberry starting to bloom. And there are my sage, which are thriving this year. Last year they were tiny, and now it's flowering. And behind that is the cherry moya and a giant sunflower. And behind the sage is some more lemongrass. And here's my other Asiatic lily. And this is my pineapple guava starting to bloom. And behind that tall one is my apricot. And I have some things growing in some pots right now. That one right there, that one is going to be papaya and a bell pepper and something vining there, I'm not sure exactly. Here's my other dahlia, and right there is another Asiatic lily. I'm hoping it's a different color, I'm not sure. Here's a green onion. Here's the basil that I newly planted. And a bell pepper. And I planted these just in front of my shinseki pear. I had placed some seeds for some flowers down here, but they did not ever sprout, and I'm not sure if it's because of the depth or the soil that I used. I'm not worried about it. And here's a volunteer. I think it's a squash because this whole area last year I grew squash. If you look at my prior videos from the first year, and I did that because I wanted some ground cover to cover up the sunlight so it wouldn't allow the crabgrass to grow. As you can see, the crabgrass is peeking through the kale, and I have a ton of kale, and they're starting to go to seed. Over here I have a kaffir lime tree. It's doing well, and I'm trying to grow some more basil. Here's a sunflower, and I think that's a grapevine. And over there are some jasmine vines that are growing. And in this pot are some pomegranates, canes that are growing. There's Swiss chard, blueberries. I did a blueberry circle. So I have 4 blueberries here. One, which this one looks really strange. I'm not sure if my soil is not acidic enough. And over there, getting run over is my other blueberry. And there, covered in that thin fabric, is another blueberry. I'm trying to keep the birds from pecking at all my blueberries. And then over here is another blueberry. And let me get in here. Here's another volunteer squash or melon. I'm thinking it's in the squash family. Here's some mint. I'm going to transplant that out of the pot and into the ground. I'm just going to let it grow wild. It grows better in the ground than in a pot. Here's some green onion that I transplanted out of a pot. Here is calendula. It hadn't been blooming for a while. Here is another dahlia. And back there are some taro that I'm growing, a big variety. And they love water. They just soak up water. So they do well over here in the shady spot of my yard. There's some more mint I gotta transplant out or something because they tend to not do well in pots. They did well earlier when it was shady and cool. And there's another lemongrass, so that's 3 lemongrass so far. Another mint, my banana tree. I have a goldfinger and a Cavendish. Both are dwarfs. And let's go over to the other side. Over here I have a goji cane, goji berries. My baby mango that I grew from seed. Here are the boysenberry that I transplanted out. I gave a couple away already. Here is a avocado that when I pulled it out of the ground, the pot may be too small. It's not thriving. There's a dwarf Tilton apricot that I'm trying to spawn. I'm not sure if it's going to. I haven't seen a single leaf. And another one. And I'm not sure. I think that's calendula. And there is a little little rose. This is part of my grapevine that has calendula in it. This is called a flame, red flame or something like that. Some basil. My blackberry vine, which has some fruit. Rosemary. I had a cutting last year and it kind of died back, if you can see over here. And so I borrowed a few cuttings from my sister. And here are some bay leaves. And another mango. Cosmo. Here is an apple tree I grew from seed. Basil and some things that aren't going too well. Here I have some kind of vine, and I'm not sure. It looks like my sweet potato vine. What happened was I grew it in a box last year, if you remember seeing a wooden box. And when I pulled it up, it had a lot of baby sweet potatoes, which I didn't know that they still were in the soil, and so when I amended the soil to a bunch of places, it's sprouting little leaves everywhere. And I have some roses here, some hot pink colored roses that I really love the color. I just newly transplanted this basil into the ground from a pot. It's the Thai basil variety. Very fragrant. Here is my navel orange. Here's a cane. I think it's going to be a goji. And here's some lemongrass, some collard greens, which the mother is right there leaning over. And I'm waiting for the seeds to come out, gather those seeds. A little area dedicated to spawning those same hot pink roses. And my little kumquat tree. My dwarf lime tree with some fragrant lemongrass below it. Some lemongrass over there with my blood orange. And behind that group of plants by the wall, I finally remembered from my last video, I didn't remember they're sunchokes. So with sunchokes you have to be careful, because I tried to pull as many of the roots as possible, the rhizomes, but I guess I didn't get enough because it is really thriving, which I don't mind because I'll just keep this area set aside for them. They provide a lot of food from two rhizomes I bought from the store. It sprouted a whole area of them. They get really tall. They're in the sunflower family, and the root tastes like crunchy potato. You could prepare it in every way that you prepare a potato, so it's pretty good. It'll provide a lot of food, and it's worth it, and I can feed it to my bunnies if I can't go through it. And right there is an apple tree I grew from seed from a Brayburn, which I love the taste of Brayburn. And beneath that is a mint. And there is my other banana. And it's finally coming back. I thought it was going to die. I guess it dies back in the cold winters. And there are some babies. And I grew some of these fire sticks. And boy, I didn't know, but my sister says that they are aggressive, or they can spread. So I'm glad I have them in a pot. Let's see. Behind, let me just go over there. In this corner, I have 2 ginger bushes. And there is my caviar lime, which is not doing too great. I'm not really sure what I'm deficient in, but I'm going to work on. Oh, so this Goldfinger label belongs to the banana nearby. So, and then here's some lemongrass and my dwarf lime tree and my giant lemon tree. After this video, I'm going to have to water these guys over here. I have a chili pepper. I'm not sure if it's the Anaheim variety. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And cauliflower, tomato, avocado that volunteered here from my soil, and my pomegranate. Here's a little fruit. Guys, I have a lot of squirrels that come by and they just climb up this thing and they eat all my pomegranates. So if you saw from my videos last year, I started to wrap them up, my pomegranate fruit, so they wouldn't decimate all my pomegranate. Here is a rose that I may get rid of. I'm not too sure. I don't like to cull things, but I might have to because it's taking up a lot of space and it's not the most beautiful. Here is my hibiscus plant, and here are my kale. They're very tall, but I've cut them back quite a bit, so I've just taken kind of the head off of it. And let's see, here is my passion fruit trellis, and it is just so tall, and pretty soon I am going to have to cut this opening out and get rid of all this shrubbery. I'm not sure if the new growth is going to contain all the flowers and the fruit, so I'm hoping that's not the case because I'm going to regret it and not get the fruit this year. I may change my mind and just let it go and then cut it at the end of summer. But the whole point of this was to provide a shady spot that's cool, that the kids can go into and so we can sit in during the summer. So that would defeat the purpose of that. But I'm seeing some blossom drop, so maybe it is not, it's producing more leaves than fruit, maybe? So I may have to cut some of this vinyl. I have to do some research. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.